Hello, everybody. Welcome back for another video. Hope you're all doing well. Hope that everyone out there is doing absolutely fantastic and that you're all having a wonderful day or beginning to have one if you are just waking up. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so. There's a brand new video. Yep, brand new video every single day, if you can believe it. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. And without any further ado, let's jump right into it. The cryptocurrency market is changing. Things are not the way that they once were. The levels of adoption that we're seeing keep shocking me because it's also happening very fast. I'm going to assume that a lot of what we've been seeing is probably because of behind the scenes conversations or workings or what have you. I told you before, I thought it was, and still do, I thought it was a bit weird that all these companies popped up out of nowhere. Everyone wants a huge amount of Bitcoin. Nobody just wants 10 Bitcoin anymore. They want 15, 25, 35,000 Bitcoin. We have had a lot of news recently about yields, making money passively. You've heard me exhausted till I was blue in the face going over this. It's because it keeps expanding and spreading a lot quicker than I assumed it would actually take place. I think the next really big step, as I've gone over, will have to do with crypto exchanges actually launching this. And then the craziest part is that OKX and Kraken have already done so. I think Coinbase and Binance and everyone else really, especially Gemini, because Gemini, at least years ago, was very just Bitcoin focused, but this is going to take off. I need you to really lock in. I need you to understand that this is not something that will be done in passing. It is going to be the way that money works in the future. Really understand this. So I saw this and I was like, well, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. That's how things work. The London Stock Exchange has debuted their first Bitcoin staking exchange traded product. We have had news. It's been about 3 or 4 countries. I don't have the exact number anymore, but if you haven't been here in the last 8 or 9 weeks, really within that time frame, we have had a couple of stock exchanges and or companies releasing Bitcoin staking, like nearly specifically. I think many other places have, or many other countries have already had an Ethereum staking ETF. It's basically what we were waiting for was within the United States. Hong Kong had it, Germany had it. I think Singapore had the Ether does staking. Having it baked into the ETF or exchange traded product was like, cool, it's there. But for Bitcoin, earlier this year, we started hearing more and more about protocols and changing and moving this around and having native on-chain Bitcoin staking. And then there was other staking that you don't even have to give your coins over to the crypto exchange, etc., etc., etc. Launching something like this on a stock exchange means that not only is there demand for it, it's going to create even more as time goes forward, because if Bitcoin's price continues to rise, we are going to see people get into Bitcoin. Got it. Check. Understood. If there's a way to hold Bitcoin and make passive income from doing absolutely nothing, people are going to do it. It's called Core DAO. COREDAO. CoreDAO allows wrapped Bitcoin to earn staking rewards safely through a regulated exchange traded product. Wrapped Bitcoin was much more spoken about years ago when it first became a thing. The idea of a wrapped token is something that you can take the value of, or pretty much the value of, and put onto another chain. This, and I say was and is. But going past tense, this was seen as quite revolutionary when it first popped up. The idea of being able to take Bitcoin's value and put it into, the XRP blockchain and use Bitcoin's value there. That was like, XRP has a lot more transactions per second. That then morphed into this idea of DeFi, where basically not only could you move the value of Bitcoin onto another chain, you could essentially take that wrapped Bitcoin or wrapped Ether, there's wrapped many coins, put it onto another chain that has like a high yield from DeFi and make money passively from that other protocol. This was like years ago, we were like, what in the world is this? But now we're starting to get a lot of news about native staking on Bitcoin, and or the idea of in the future it'll be quite commonplace to have DeFi products on the Bitcoin blockchain that anyone will be able to have some sort of access to. The London Stock Exchange has grabbed the attention. Okay. By introducing its first Bitcoin staking exchange traded product. The product has been launched in partnership with CoreDAO, a leading blockchain project that is driving decentralized infrastructure. This launch is considered important. Yeah, of course. What do you considered important? This is insane. One of the main weird things about crypto for years was just like, okay, you would like look at your wallet address and go, cool, it's still there. You can stake Ether, you can stake Cardano, you can stake many coins, and you look back, oh my gosh, like I made money. Like I didn't even do anything. And then you see that the coin's price has gone up, your portfolio has gone up. Like, yeah. Because it is bridging traditional finance and DeFi, but it is also helping investors earn staking rewards across its network. I assume, I don't know what that's supposed to be, but that's some kind of, there's a CoreDAO image. I was like, I don't know why there's a floating coin there. Europe has already seen Bitcoin and Ethereum exchange traded products, but this launch is different because it is adding staking features to it, a feature that is often linked with proof of stake coins into a Bitcoin product. Since Bitcoin runs on proof of work, it normally cannot be staked. I mean, that is until it's like literally on chain. CoreDAO has solved the problem by creating a system that combines Bitcoin's liquidity with core chain's consensus, allowing yield through validator participation. Experts are viewing this as a way to connect Bitcoin's huge but inactive value with DeFi rewards, boosting London's push to become a key crypto hub. It says after Brexit. I don't know. I've been watching the news recently. I don't think that's going to get any better, but okay. So yeah. This is, I believe, the second or third, I want to say third kind of solution that we've heard about for this. The other one was through Babylon tokens. And I forgot what I don't remember. And I remember Babylon tokens because it's shortened to baby, and it really bothers me. I don't care for it at all. I'm not going into a store being like, do you take baby tokens? It's just not, it's not. So hopefully they change their name or rebrand or something like that. But yeah, these keep popping up. I would assume there will be multiple of them. I wasn't only expecting one staking protocol, but there will probably be around 3 that people actually rally around. We have 1,000 crypto exchanges, but there's like 3 really popular ones. So I think, I want to say by the end of 2026, there will probably be a multitude of these offered from Fidelity. BlackRock will probably launch one. Multiple people will do it. Many will be just for institutions. But I think there's going to be some protocols that will launch and everyone's going to kind of go, I like that one. I use that one the most. They give me 2.3%. I also see nothing here. I didn't see CoreDAO's Bitcoin staking rewards anywhere within this article, but I would assume it's 1 point something. Kraken was exactly 1%. The one that we recently spoke about, I believe, was 1.2% or something like that. If this is 1.7, they're already in the lead. Anyone who gets above 2, between 2 and 3%, you're going to be a winner for your actual rewards. But 1.5, 6, 7% staking is a really sweet number to have, as far as like not inflating the other coin that's actually giving out the rewards. Anyway. Yeah, this is becoming more of a thing. Please pay attention. We keep talking about it. It keeps popping up over and over, and I keep trying to tell everyone that this is going to be a thing. Understand it in the future. First of all, rich people already barely work. I don't know if you know that. And the ones who do, I mean, these are the ones you see in the documentaries, because it is, quite exceptional. Most people who have $3, $4, $5 million, they're like, okay, well, we're done here. I'm not going to work anymore. So people do get rich off of crypto, and many people have, and probably will in the future, become rich from Bitcoin and crypto as well. When you can hold on to those and make like a legitimate, like good passive income every year as time goes on and prices rise, when you can make a good 20, 30, 40,000 passively just from staking your coins, that's how you retire early. Anywho, yeah, that's the core DAO Bitcoin staking. I give it a week. We're going to hear about another one. And yeah, let's move on. Also in the news, so apparently WisdomTree has launched a new tokenized fund. If you've been missing out or haven't heard about it, it's quite simple. I'm sorry, I'm stretching. Wait, my back. Oh gosh, that was terrible. What's basically happening is that everyone is institutions are becoming obsessed with the idea of tokenizing assets. Bam, that's basically it. It is predicted that over the next 5 to 10 years, trillions of dollars worth of assets will be on chain. They will be digitized. You will be able to buy a home nearly instantaneously on a blockchain. You will go to a website, similar how you go to Opensea, and you'll okay, cool, I want that one, and you'll be able to buy it. Really, this is the way that things are going. I am looking to buy some new assets. I want that diamond. I want that car because it's a good investment. I want that watch. That watch looks pretty good. I keep hearing about them. And you'll own them essentially on chain. And in this instance, a lot of what it would mean is basically these companies would be custodying it for you. That's the generalized idea. So when you want to resell it, you don't have to worry about getting the watch and taking photos of it and putting it onto eBay. You would simply relist that watch onto these futuristic digital platforms that we're actually going to have. So digitizing everything is the new mantra that's been going on, and it's going to be a thing. Companies are doing it. Banks are doing it. It's going to be huge. So WisdomTree has launched a fund for this kind of tokenization future thing. It says the fund seeks to track the Gapsto private credit and alternative income index called GLACI. Wow. GLACI. That's amazing. Before fees and expenses, and mirrors the firm's existing ETF strategy. CRDT offers, is this English? CRDT offers T+0 settlement for subscriptions, T+2 for redemptions, a $25 minimum. And this, okay, there we go. Words I understand. And this will be tokenized on both Ethereum and Stellar. Yeah, we haven't heard that name in a while. Aiming to combine daily liquidity and on-chain transparency with access to private credit and alternative income through investment in CEFs, BDCs, and REITs. WisdomTree says the product targets crypto native diversification without sacrificing regulatory rigor. While warning investors of the usual risks associated with alternative credit, there we go, including credit, liquidity, and real estate exposures. You are going to, in the future, purchase real estate, whether in its entirety or fractionalized, through a blockchain, and it will be registered as an NFT. As I told you, NFTs have not left. They've mainly transformed and grown larger. This is going to change the way that the world works. You are going to click around through an app or a website in the next 4 years and buy real estate, or you'll buy 1/100th of a home or an apartment. You will look and say, actually, I really like art. I want to buy 1/1000th of a Banksy. This is what this is. The idea is that not only would you have more transparency, so they say the part is basically money. Like, really, if you tokenize trillions, and I mean hundreds of trillions of dollars, this is where the market is expected to go. If you tokenize hundreds of trillions of dollars worth of assets and value on top of Bitcoin, on top of Ethereum, on top of XRP, on top of Stellar, on top of this, and those transactions, like, think of how much money is flowing through like eBay at any given time. Think of how much money is flowing through like online auctions. Now imagine all of that on chain. Imagine in the future, next, let's say 12, 13 years, you have $10 trillion worth of value moving daily on top of Ethereum alone. Are you understanding what that means for the movements, the transaction fees, how much Ether ends up getting burned? Yeah, this is going to be big. Staking and tokenization, I think, will be the main discussions for next year. These tokenized platforms are launching really fast. I think, like I said, we're going to have a multitude of them. Everyone's trying to launch something along the lines of this, but many of them will stick. This is why we had also news recently that the next major Ethereum upgrade was scheduled for like the middle of 2026. They just said that they moved it up to the 3rd of December. Now, why in the heck would they do that? Because everyone's launching stuff like this. You can't stay with 15 transactions per second. Ethereum needs 10,000 transactions per second. Like, there's no real in between. They need it now. Like, this upgrade has to happen. Because in the future, when you have all this money flowing through your chain, it's going to increase the value of the chain. It increases the value of the coin, once again lending to why all these companies have been buying so much Ether recently. It all fits together. It's all about passive income. It's all about owning. When you own Ether, when you own Bitcoin, you literally are owning essentially piece of the protocol. You are holding on to that future value that the network is going to create. I know it sounds lightly abstract. If you have 100,000 Satoshis, that is yours. You are locked into the network as it continues growing, as more money is made on it, as more money is put onto the platform. That 100,000 Satoshis basically guarantees that in the future, when Bitcoin staking is a common thing, that you already baked in getting money passively. Pay attention to all these things. I know that a lot of new things that we've been dealing with have been different. Like, we're not we're used to this coin launching, and this coin's gonna be on Coinbase. Yeah. No, what we're dealing with is like big capital. It's not just me and you anymore. This is like mega money. We're talking about putting land, gold, diamonds, real estate on to the chains that we've been talking about for years. The money that's flowing onto these chains is dramatic, and it's going to get crazier. The bigger these chains get and the more value they have, the more value they're going to get. It's one thing if your chain has, Ethereum's market cap is $1 million. That's insane. Wow. Ethereum's market cap is $10 billion. That's worth more than a huge amount of companies on the planet. Ethereum's market cap is $100 billion, and there's $500 billion in tokenized assets on it. I think we're going to start using Ethereum. It has a lot of security. We know what's going on, and our company can deal with it quite easily. Ethereum's market cap is $3 trillion and has $16 trillion worth of assets flowing through it every single day. That chain becomes something that you want to be a part of. You don't want to choose any other chain after that. We want to choose the big players. It keeps growing and growing. And when you talk about how Ethereum gets to $100,000 a coin, how Bitcoin gets to $3.3 million per coin, this is part of it. Yeah, everyone, keep paying attention as best you can. Crypto is only going to get crazier from here, and count your lucky blockchains that you're part of it. Make sure to have a conversation with your portfolio if crypto is right for you, or if maybe you want to accumulate more. It's a different path for everyone. But gosh darn it, at some point you got to be like, oh yeah, I get it now. Well, everyone, I think that is going to do it for this video. Yes. I do sincerely hope that you have all enjoyed. I do hope that you all are having a great day, a great morning, a great afternoon, a great evening, wherever you are, wherever the heck you might be. I do hope that it is absolutely fantastic. Thank you all once again for watching the video, liking the video, commenting on the video, and just supporting the channel in your own way. And I will most certainly be talking to you all soon. See you.